What's going on, everyone? We're back with another Palladium Plus video. This time we're doing some Minecraft. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, this is a world tour video of just the world that me, John, Jonathan, and Levi have all been working on. I mean, I'm really the only person who's been on the world in the past month, and it's kind of died out because I have sort of my own hardcore world and I've been doing some creative stuff and just kind of got bored. But today, we're going to be doing a world tour, so let me just equip all of my stuff here. As you can see, I don't have full netherite. That's because I've died a couple times with my good stuff. So, I'm not necessarily super kitted out, but we'll start with my house. We've got... It's not even a house, this is a castle. This is my starter base. I'm making a new one, but we'll get to that one later. This is like the little courtyard. We've got goats, we've got saplings that somehow haven't grown even though I planted them over 2 months ago. Just like little spruce up the inside of the walls a little bit more, you know. We've got the flag flying up there, but really not much going on over here. We've got down here is my infinite water source, of course. We've got shulker boxes abound for use of whatever. This is obviously the storage room. Right upstairs here, we've got my furnace room, blast furnaces, smokers, all that good stuff. I think there was an anvil down there at one point, but actually I think that was my one room, but it got destroyed because I used it too much. Up here we've got the bedroom. One thing I'm trying to work on in my interiors, my building, is the use of stripped logs as like interior detailing. Just adding logs like this coming out from the wall helps so much with just giving your room depth, and it's not so flat and boring. Helps me a lot with interior stuff, because interior is definitely my favorite part of building in this game, because I'm not the best exterior detailer, but we're working on it. So we've got the art room up here, which I just figured would be a cool thing to fill up an empty space. Then of course we've got the library with the enchanting table. I don't have any lapis on me. There is some in the chest, but I don't need to really enchant anything right now. I guess I could enchant my shield. Actually, no, I actually don't think you can. Yeah, you can enchant shields on an enchanting table. You can enchant them with books, I believe, though, so like Unbreaking 3 or whatever. But I don't really have too much need for that, as I don't go adventuring all too much nowadays. I'm kind of focused on building and stuff. So let me put some more rockets in my inventory, and I'll show you Jonathan. This is John Baker right here, the man, the myth, the legend from all the videos you've seen him on in the past here. He's got a nice little like walkway here. He's actually got it connected up to John's base right here. And I've got the Jesus statue, like the one in Rio. And if we head down to his little courtyard here, he's not got much going on. He has not been on the server in forever. I think that's mainly because he just keeps dying and then just kind of loses motivation, which I don't blame him. I've done that with so many worlds before, but he just has not been on a lot. This is his furnace room. He's got some... That was weird. Some spruce trees. There's nothing in that corner. In that corner he's got his enchanting room, which I'm not going to head over to, really. He's got a sick balcony overlooking a quarry over there. You can see the beacon coming out of the ground. And I'll show you guys that in a moment, but after I go over the neighborhood. He's got a storage here, his bed, all his stuff. It's a very nice room. I really like the windows and just the detailing with these trapdoors. It's one of my favorite parts about this build. And then we're not going to really explore too much of the upstairs because there's not too much up there. But the flag is up there, and then there's this cool little staircase room he put in here. I think there's a bed somewhere in there, too. And speaking of beds, I should probably go sleep in mine so you guys get to see in full detail all the builds. So now it's daytime once more. We can head over to John's sick-looking base here with the awesome spire. So you can see there's some soul fire up here. I just run into it. Made out of, I believe, blackstone. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then he's done his spires out of blackstone as well, and his main castle out of stone bricks and deep slate. A cool combination, which really all of us employed, except I think I probably use the most deep slate because I used it as like a secondary color. We've got a sugarcane farm over here. And then the inside of John's base is actually empty because he's working on a new one, which I would show you the inside. And he's got a really cool room up top. But there's nothing in it right now, so I'm not... Actually, you know what? I'll show you the room up top, but there's nothing really in there. It used to be his enchanting room. So you can see it's that blackstone spire, and then there's just all this amethyst stuff up here. You can see by the chest that this is, and the empty space here, this is where the enchanting table used to be. It looks really cool, especially when, if you can catch it at the right time, some clouds will come through, and you can look up at the through the clouds, and it gives like a really cool effect. Yeah, that is probably the coolest room in this castle, in my opinion. And speaking of castles, we've got one more to visit, and that's Levi's right here. He is not the best builder of sorts, but he's very innovative with space and stuff that he does. That redstone there is I just needed to get stuff out of my inventory, and Levi doesn't really play the server anymore too much, so I just dropped that there because why not? Levi's got his bedroom right here. He's got his valuables in there somewhere as well. He's got a strip mine down here, which leads to some pretty monstrous caves. And then he's got two exits, one right here. We can see the sheep farm and the cow farm and the villagers right here. We've got an unfinished village because no one plays too much anymore. We've got my little pop-up shop over here that sells End City loot for like a diamond a piece. We've got, you know, the windmill, and we've got a cool shrine here. And then, of course, as you can see right there, we've got a carrot farm, and then there's a wheat farm on the lower level. I'm not going to go too in-depth there, because there's really not much to talk about in terms of the farm. One thing I do want to show you before we leave the village for good is the mines and the quarry. So the mines aren't anything special, but if we follow this little path over here, and we go down right about here, we can see it's decorated with some deep slate. The mines, basically, it's annoying to get actual stone and cobblestone, which I needed for a build a lot at the time, and so I decided to make these because the quarry had already hit deep slate level, and I didn't want to expand on it anymore. The quarry is now great for mining deep slate. The project I'm working on in this world uses a lot of deep slate, so very helpful. The quarry is over here. It goes all the way down to deep slate level, and then there's some strip mines down there as well. I've gotten a fair share of diamonds and goodies from that. You can see the beacon. Oh, wow. I didn't think that... What on earth? Did I fall through? That could have been bad. I should have tried to clutch it. That would have been a bad idea, I'm not gonna lie. We've got a little staircase up here. Yeah. I might actually put this here. I don't think this was there before. But we've got a nice little bubble elevator. Take us back up to the top. And next, looks like... I'm not going to show you John's new base, because he's not done with it, and it's in a concealed location that that we're not really supposed to know about. I know how to get there. I'm not sure if Jonathan does. I think he does. But I know Levi doesn't, and John doesn't want him going there because Levi is notorious for stealing stuff. So right now, we could do nether travel, but I don't really want to do that because Elytra is faster when you've got mending on your Elytra. We've got an iron farm right there, which is broken at the moment. We've got to fix that. And there's the nether portal. We've got a mob farm up here, which I'm not going to show you too much of because it's not really that special. We've got my little base island here while I work on this tunnel system that I've got going once it renders in. I've got a lava farm, I've got a cherry blossom tree, all the good things needed for an outpost island. We've got the pink bed, of course. We got a little fishing station over here. This is just the loot I get from fishing. And I kind of just used it to dump a buried treasure map as well. And if we fly in here and we open this door, and we hop in here, this is part 1 of my tunnel base. We've got some nice natural looking lighting with the leaves. I really like this design. I would like to employ it more in an above ground build sometime. We've got the crafting room, we've got the furnace room. This is pretty much just all the essentials. We've got the farms, we've got the art room, and I believe there's a secret behind one of these paintings. Yes, a bunch of signs. And I think John put that there. Got the sugarcane farm. We got this cool gradient that I really, really like. I think honestly, this is probably one of the coolest gradients I've ever done in a build. It goes from oak wood to like the redwood, which is, I'm blanking what it's called, and then just the netherrack. It's not warped. I think warped is blue, but I don't know. I'm just genuinely stupid. But that is not it for this base yet. There's supposed to be a third sector. You can see that opens up, but there's nothing in here. If you open up the spruce one, you can see we've got a bunch of nice lighting from the lanterns, as well as there's some glowstone under this carpet. As you can see, it goes in the same ring as the carpet does. We've got storage. I'm probably going to fill this up with item frames and stuff, but I don't know how laggy that will be with all those entities. I don't want to make it too unbearable. We'll lock that up. We're going to head to my next build, which will probably be the last thing of the video, because I'm not going to show John's base. Jonathan hasn't been on for a while, and there's really just not much else going on the server at the moment. We might boot it back up. We might play some kind of series, like a life series type thing, if you've ever seen the Green in the gang's videos. We might do some Lethal Company stuff, but that's obviously not Minecraft. We might do some group gaming later, and this is obviously a possibility. This is a beach house I was building, thanks to a tutorial by Zapixel, but I decided that it looks a lot better in their video with shaders. And I don't love how it turns out, just because I neglected to collect a couple of the materials as well, which led to me having to cut some corners, and I just didn't really like how it turns out, so I'm going to do something with this, but I'm not sure what yet. There's nothing really special in the nether, it's just a bunch of tunnel systems, and so I think I'm going to end the video about here. So, if you guys watched, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Just a fun little world tour video. Quick little, just, you know, laid back. Just kind of a fun video for the channel, nothing too intense. I will be back later with some Bendy, with some Portal, whatever it is. And I didn't get the mic issue fixed on OBS right now. I cannot speak. But I did start using the recording software. So for Microsoft, like the Game Bar thing, and it actually works wonders. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be on the lookout for some new content, and I will see you next time.